हेलो 10th क्लास स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू। आप लोग कैसे हो। आज मैं आप लोगों के लिए साइंस का लेक्चर एसिड, बेस एंड साल्ट्स लेकर आया हूं, जो आपका ज्ञानवर्धन करेगा, आपके स्टडी में आपका मदद करेगा। आप हमारे चैनल पाठ सेतु को सब्सक्राइब करना और बेल आइकन दबाना न भूलिए। ऐसा करने से हमारा अगला लेक्चर आपके पास यथाशीघ्र पहुंचेगा। बच्चों, एसिड, बेस एंड साल्ट्स यह लेक्चर रसायन विज्ञान का आधार है, जिसके ऊपर पूरा का पूरा रसायन विज्ञान यानी केमिस्ट्री टिका हुआ है। आज हम इन्हीं एसिड्स, बेस एंड साल्ट्स का अध्ययन इस लेसन के अंदर करेंगे। We'll study here acid, base and salts. We already know that acids are sour in taste and change the color of blue litmus to red. एसिड्स जो होती हैं, अम्ल जो होता है, वो टेस्ट में सार होता है और ब्लू लिटमस पत्र को रेड में परिवर्तित कर देता है। Whereas bases are bitter and change the color of the red litmus to blue. बेसेस जो होती हैं कड़वी होती हैं और ये रेड लिटमस पत्र को ब्लू में परिवर्तित कर देती हैं। लिटमस इज ए नेचुरल इंडिकेटर and turmeric is another such indicator which is used to test the acid and base. We have seen that a stain of curry on a white cloth becomes reddish brown when soap is applied on it, which is basic in nature, is scrubbed on it. It turns yellow again when the cloth is washed with plenty of water. So, with this example, we can understand what is acid and what is base. Now we'll see here how do acids and bases react with metals. The metals displaces hydrogen from the acids and this is seen as hydrogen gas. The metal combines with the remaining part of the acid and forms a compound called a salt. So here is the equation: acid plus metal is equal to salt plus hydrogen gas. We'll see in the form of reaction here. Zinc plus H2SO4. Zinc is metal, H2SO4 is acid. So with the reaction of this, we'll get here ZnSO4, that is zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas as H2. Second example is sodium hydroxide, that is base plus zinc. With the reaction of this, we will get here sodium zincate plus hydrogen gas. So with this, We have seen here in both the cases hydrogen is released from acid and bases. Here we will talk about metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate. When they are mixed with acid, that giving the result as salt. So we'll see here sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3 plus 2HCl, will form sodium chloride, that is NaCl plus H2O water plus CO2, that is gas. Next we will see here sodium hydrogen carbonate mixed with HCl, giving the result sodium chloride NaCl plus H2O water plus carbon dioxide gas. I will see here lime water mixed with carbon dioxide will give the result as calcium carbonate plus H2O. So we have seen in all the cases these metals are, or we can say that metal carbonates are giving the result as salt plus water. Now we will be continuing from previous slides. On passing excess carbon dioxide, the following reaction takes place. Calcium carbonate plus H2O plus CO2 will give the result as calcium hydrocarbonate, which is soluble in water. So limestone, chalk and marble are different forms of calcium carbonate. All the metals, carbonate and hydrocarbonates react with acid to give a corresponding salt, carbon dioxide and water. Thus, the reaction can be summarized as metal carbonate, metal hydrocarbonate plus acid will give the result as salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Here we will see reaction between acids and bases. So we have observed that the effect of a base is nullified by an acid and vice versa. The reaction taking place is written as sodium hydroxide plus HCl. Sodium hydroxide is base, HCl is hydrochloric acid. So resultant is sodium chloride, that is NaCl plus H2O. NaCl is salt. The reaction between an acid and a base to give a salt and water is known as a neutralization reaction. In general, a neutralization reaction can be written as base plus acid is equal to salt plus water. Next is reaction of metallic oxides with acids. How metallic oxides are behaving when they are mixed with acids. So here we'll see metal oxides plus acids mixed and giving the result as a salt plus water. We'll see here CuO plus 2HCl is reacting and giving the result CuCl2 plus H2O. Copper chloride plus H2O is water. The blue-green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper chloride in the reaction. Means when copper chloride is formed, will give the blue color. Here we'll see about pH scale. pH scale is the scale for measuring hydrogen ion concentration in a solution called pH scale has been developed. The P in pH stands for Potenz in German, meaning power. On the pH scale, we can measure pH from 0 to 14. pH should be thought of simply as a number which indicates the acidic or basic nature of solution. Higher the hydronium ion concentration, lower is the pH value. The pH value of a neutral solution is 7. Value less than 7 on the pH scale represents an acidic solution. As the pH value increase from 7 to 14, it represents an increase in OH ion concentration in the solution, that is, increase in the strength of alkali, means strength of base. Now we'll study here about bleaching powder, how bleaching powder is manufactured and what is the usage of bleaching powder. So we have already come to know that chlorine is produced during the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. This chlorine gas is used for the manufacture of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is produced by the action of chlorine on dry slacked lime, that is calcium hydroxide. Bleaching powder is represented as CaOCl2. Though the actual composition is quite complex, so here we will see the reaction calcium hydroxide mixed with chlorine, giving the result as CaOCl2, that is bleaching powder, plus H2O water. The use of bleaching powder is for bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in laundry. As an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries and for disinfecting drinking water to make it free of germs. So we have seen here bleaching is having very vital role in our life. Now we'll study here baking soda. Baking soda The soda commonly used in the kitchen for making tasty, crispy pakoras is baking soda. Sometimes it is added for faster cooking. The chemical name of the compound is sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is NaHCO3. It is produced using sodium chloride as one of the raw materials. Reaction for baking soda is sodium chloride plus H2O plus CO2 plus ammonia will form the NH4Cl, that is ammonium chloride, and sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is known as baking soda. We check the pH of sodium hydrogen carbonate used to neutralize an acid. It is a mild non-corrosive base. Here we are continuing from previous slides. We'll learn here baking soda used for. So for making baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid, when baking powder is heated or mixed in water, the following reaction takes place. NaHCO3 plus H plus will give the result as CO2 plus H2O plus sodium salt of acid. Carbon dioxide produced during the reaction causes bread or cake to rise, making them soft and spongy. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is also an ingredient in antacids. Being alkaline, it neutralizes excess acid in the stomach and provides relief. It is also used in soda acid fire extinguishers. So these are the uses of baking soda and baking powder. Here we will see washing soda and its usage. Washing soda is another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride is Na2CO3 10H2O, that is name of washing soda. We have seen above that sodium carbonate can be obtained by heating baking soda. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda, and it is also a basic salt. Here you can see in the reaction sodium carbonate plus 10H2O will give sodium carbonate 10H2O. So you just see here structure of washing soda in the picture, and uses of washing soda everybody knows. So we'll see here sodium carbonate washing soda is used in glass, soap and paper industries. It is used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Sodium carbonate can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes, and it is also used for removing permanent hardness of water. So this is also one of the important compound for us. Now we'll study about next compound, that is plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris, CaSO4 half H2O, on heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses water molecules and becomes calcium sulfate hemihydrate, and this is called plaster of Paris. The substance which doctors use as plaster for supporting fractured bones in the right position. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water, it changes to gypsum once again, giving a hard solid mass. So here we'll see CaSO4 half H2O plus 1.5 H2O is giving CaSO4 2H2O, that is gypsum. So plaster of Paris is used for making toys, materials, for decoration, and for making surfaces smooth, etc. Here we have completed this lesson. Please keep watching my video, and also like, share to needy students or your colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Path Setu. If you are having any doubt in this lesson or in other lesson also, you can write in comment box, and also write your other doubt in comment box. I will try to solve your problems with this. Thanks to all.